Alright, hello. Today we're going to go over the phosphate test for the cooling towers at Naval Station. As always, before we start the test, let me remind you when we're working in the lab to make sure we wear our PPE, our safety glasses, and some gloves. Okay, so to start off with, I have my sample here from cooling tower 1. And the test that we're going to do is the phosphate test. It's method 8048 and it's test 490 on the DR2800. Okay, so we're going to come over here to the DR2800 to our favorites, hit our favorites button, and we're going to go to 490 on the test. Okay, so we know we're good to go there. So on the test, it starts off here with 10 mLs of sample and 90 mLs of DI. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our sample here. We're going to get 10 mLs of that sample, so we're going to clean that up a little bit. We're going to put 10 mLs of our cooling water sample in here. You want to get it to where the meniscus, the bottom of the meniscus is right at the 10 ml mark. So we know we're good there. Then we're going to take our 2 graduated cylinders here and just clean them real quick. Okay. Then we're going to add our 10 mLs of sample, like so. I like to then use this same sample, because that way we know we got all of it out of there, and we just add it here, right? And you just, that way, you know you're not going to overfill. You can get right to where you want to be. So it's 10 mLs of sample, 90 mLs of DI equaling 100 mLs, okay? And then we're going to mix that back. We're going to mix that up. Okay, so now we know we have a good mixture of DI and our sample. So then we're going to take our glass here, and we're going to clean those up, and we're going to put a little bit of the sample in each one just to make sure we got a good sample in there. And we're going to fill these up to the 10 ml mark. Again, you want the bottom of the meniscus right at the line. Okay. The good thing about doing this test is also remember you have your dilution in here. This is a good sample to use for your hardness test. And then that way you're not doing a crazy sample trying to get up to a 1,000 ppm hardness. You already have a diluted test for your cooling tower. You can use this for your cooling tower hardness test as well. All right, moving on. So the test calls for the dilution sample, which we just did. And then it wants us to take a phosphate-free sample and put it to one of the cells. So we go to our packets here, phosphate-free. Okay. And we're going to put this in here. And we're going to hit start on our 2-minute timer. Okay, so here it says, add contents of 1 phosphate-3 phosphate powder pill to cell. Immediately shake vigorously for 30 seconds. Okay? So we're going to do this for 30 seconds. And I got my counter right here, so I'm just going to get it down to about 110. And I know that's about 30 seconds that I've been shaking this. Okay? So we want to make sure that we always clean our glassware before we take a reading. Anything on the outside could affect the final reading. Okay. So we're down to 110. So I know that's been about 30 seconds. So now I'm gonna clean this off, and I'm gonna just put it in. That way I'm ready for my 0. And always make sure that the little number, the writing, which is 10 ml at the line, that has to be facing to the right as you put it in the DR2800, okay? So we're going to close that, and then we're going to pause for a second and come back when we get down to 0. Okay, so we're getting down here Our timer's timed out on our 2-minute timer. I already put my 0 sample in. We can hit 0. And zeroes out our sample. Okay? And then we're going to take our treated sample. We're going to make sure we have it facing right. We already cleaned it off. We're going to put it in, and we're going to hit read. Okay, and we have 0.63, okay? So, and based on our test here, because we did a 10% dilution sample, we're going to multiply the result by 10 to get our result. So 0.63 times 10 is going to be 6.3, okay? So your result on your test from 0.63 times 10 is going to be 6.3 is what you're going to record for your phosphate. All right? And that is for Naval Station cooling towers 1 and 2, 6137 phosphate cooling tower test. All right, thanks. You have a good day.